When a motorcycle manufacturer names its product after India's most popular and fun holiday destination, it better have some character. And the Goan Classic 350 has loads of it. Just look at this motorcycle. This bike pays tribute to Goa, where the iconic Rider Mania Motorcycle Fest was held. Now it's called as Motorverse. It also pays homage to the many custom bike builders who have worked their magic on Royal Enfield motorcycles over many decades. So in this video, let's find out the reasons to buy the Goan Classic 350 and the reasons to avoid it. The bobber form comes with its own disadvantage of function. In the case of the Goan Classic 350 is its suspension. Now, unlike other bobber motorcycles, the Goan Classic has opted for a twin shock absorber instead of a monoshock. But the suspension travel is less, and this means the ride quality is firm. On the monsoon battered roads of Mumbai, I could feel every change in the surface. So if you're going over a broken road, be ready for a jolt on your back. And even while riding over speed breakers, take it easy. So if you have a back issue, back off. The other issue because of the bobber form factor is the pillion seat. Now I know for a bobber motorcycle it has to be a single seat offering, but you know, this is India and a friend always is waiting to tag along. And on that note, Royal Enfield has done a great job of integrating the pillion seat with the rider seat. It looks very organic. Now the issue is the space. The pillion seat space is very low. You can see this amount of space for the rider and just this amount of space for the pillion, and because of which you sit very close to the rider, in fact sticking next to it. So if you want space, there is no concept of space on the Goan Classic 350. The other issue is that when you go hard on the throttle, you always slide back and there is no backrest as a standard fitment, and that can affect the confidence of the rider. So if you want to use it as a pillion rider, please use the accessory backrest. And as mentioned before, the ride quality for the pillion rider too is stiff and uncomfortable. And the final aspect is cost. Since most of the components are shared with the Classic 350, still the Goan Classic 350 is more expensive. In fact, even compared to its cruiser sibling, the Meteor 350, this motorcycle is more expensive. So if you are looking for value for money, the Goan Classic 350, just like Goa, which is getting more and more expensive with every passing year, might upset your budget. So, but before we proceed further, I have a trivia for you guys. Can you name a motorcycle which was on sale in India and it was named after a city, a state or a country? Do let me know in the comments. The biggest reason for you to buy the Goan Classic 350 is its styling. Duh, isn't that obvious? I mean, look at this motorcycle. It looks so beautiful and unique. The bobber elements include the ape hanger, handlebar, the floating seat, which you can't see on this bike, but I'll add that shot in the video. The mudguard design is different, and you also get a slash cut exhaust muffler. Also, a special mention of these white tires, which give it a retro charm. And if that wasn't enough, Royal Enfield designers have given it a splash of bright color options. So, if you are an extrovert or want attention, the Goan Classic 350 is your ally. Now, despite its bobber dynamics, the Goan Classic 350 isn't as difficult to ride as one would expect it to be in most scenarios. The riding posture is very upright and relaxed. You get this nice ape hanger handlebar. The foot peg is front set, so the riding posture is similar to that of the Meteor 350, so it is very comfortable. When I was riding this motorcycle in city traffic, I expected this to feel its weight and it should be difficult to ride in the city traffic, but that wasn't the case. The balance of this motorcycle is very good. I was able to cut through traffic without much trouble. Even the turning radius of this motorcycle is very short, thereby adding to its agility. and the relaxed nature also continues to the engine also. The power delivery is very controlled and refined, so for newbie riders, the motorcycle would feel very friendly. On a personal note though, I would have preferred the Meteor 350's tuning to give the Goan Classic a bit of zing. Another notable mention is the seat height of the Goan Classic 350 at 750 mm. It is among the lowest for any motorcycles on sale in our country. So if you're on the shorter side, this will give you more confidence. Now, without being sexist, I want to say that the Goan Classic 350 is a great option for female riders. Now, I know that a seat height shouldn't matter when it comes to riding, but I know personally few female riders who haven't made the switch to motorcycles because of not the weight of the motorcycle, but because of the seat height, as that adds confidence to them. So if you're on the shorter side, the Goan Classic 350 will give you that confidence because you can easily flat foot. It is the only motorcycle in its segment to get tubeless spoke wheels and the second Royal Enfield motorcycle after the Himalayan 450 to feature the same. But unlike the Himalayan 450, on which it is optional and the prices for which has increased, on the Goan Classic 350 it comes as standard. The best aspect is no worry of punctures. Now, unlike the Classic 350 or the Bullet 350 with spoke wheels, first you have to remove the wheel, then take it to the puncture guy, get it fixed, again bring it back to the garage and fix it on the motorcycle. So the whole puncture fixing process is very tedious, but that's not an issue on the Goan Classic 350. And before I move ahead, I know a lot of you have this question of whether you can retrofit this tubeless spoke wheels on your Classic 350 or your Bullet 350, and the simple answer is no. The front wheel size is same as the Classic 350, but on the Goan Classic 350, the rear wheel is a 16-inch unit, unlike the 18-inch unit that we have seen on the Classic 350. So there you go, you cannot retrofit this tubeless spoke wheels on your Classic or Bullet. So these were the pros and cons of the Goan Classic 350, and honestly Royal Enfield needs some appreciation for going so bold. To create a custom motorcycle in production form is not easy, but they did that, so kudos to Royal Enfield. And now coming back to the buying decision of a motorcycle, it's always a mixture of heart and mind. But if you keep logic precedence, then the Classic 350 and the Meteor 350 does make better sense. But then again, the Goan Classic 350 is a pure heart decision. It is pure love, because there is no other way of explaining this, because you buy this motorcycle because it touched your heart, and that's why the Goan Classic 350, in my opinion, is pure love. So that was our take on the new Royal Enfield Goan Classic 350. What do you guys think about this motorcycle? Please do share your opinions in the comment section. Try to engage with us because it makes us understand you, our viewers, better. If you have any other suggestions for future videos, please do drop them in the comments. And as always, please ride safe, be safe, and thank you for watching.